For this activity, a hospitality studies teacher has compiled a document on the use of napkins, and she wants us to help improve it by modifying the bullets. So we are working with the napkin Word document, and our goal is to change the bullets in the list as follows. We first want to modify the napkin sizes bullets, which are these bullets over here, and replace them with Wingdings character 198, and then place the bullet list 1 centimeter from the margin. You must first select all the values in the bullet list. Then we can come here to bullets, and we can click on that arrow to get more options, and we can define a new bullet list. Now we want a special Wingdings character, which would be a symbol, and we're going to scroll down to Wingdings font, and I can come over here and type in 198 to find the exact character that we want, which is that one over there, and click OK. Now we also want to place the bullet list at 1 centimeter from the margin, but that can't be done here. That needs to be done in the paragraph settings. So let's click OK. Now with our list still selected, we can now come to the paragraph options, and we're going to place the bullet list at 1 centimeter from the margin, and we can click OK. If you can see your ruler, you can also use these to move your margins. If I click on that bottom one over there, it will move the entire bulleted list to where we want it to be. Next, we want to move to the second list on napkin etiquette and replace these bullets with a numbering style that says the first and the second and the third. So let's select all of the options first. We will come to the numbering option, and if none of our options are in the library, we can define a new number list. We can look at number style, and we want it to be first, second, and third, like that. We also want to change the font. So I can click on the font button over here and change the font to Lucinda handwriting. You can search for it, or you can just type it in. There it is. And we want it to be a 14 size font. And we want to make sure that it's superscript. So I'm going to make sure that the superscript option is selected, and then click OK. We also want to change the margins and the distance between the numbers, but we need to do that in the paragraph settings. So let's click OK. And while it's still selected, let's go to the paragraph options. You can also just right click and go to paragraph. And the numbers must be 2 centimeters from the margin. So we're going to make it 2 centimeters over here. But the distance between the numbers and the text must be 1 centimeter. So that is our hanging indent. So we're going to change that to 1 centimeter. And then we'll come here and click OK. Now if I look over here, you can see that we are 2 centimeters from the left, and there is a 1 centimeter gap between the bullet and the text. Now for our last list of bullets, we want to make it into an ordinary 1, 2, and 3 with a full stop at the end. So let's select all of the text. We'll come here to numbering, and that is the option that we want. But we also want the numbers in blue Calibri font. So let's define a new number format. We want it to be 1, 2, 3 with a dot at the end like that, but we want the numbers to be in blue. So we'll come here to font. We'll change the font color to blue. Go with the standard blue. We want to use Calibri font. I'll select Calibri, and we want it to be 11 size, and click OK. There you can see our numbers are in blue and of the right font. We're going to click OK again, and we want them to be against the margin. In other words, we want the left margin to be 0. So we can either click over here and drag it to 0 like that, or we can just come here to the paragraph settings and set the left to 0 and click OK, so that it's right against the edge. And that is how we have modified the bullets and the numbering of this napkin document.